video, yeah, guys. So, yeah, it's Persona 4 Arena. So, we're gonna continue with story mode. So, let's do this shit. Oh, shit.
Welcome to
Oh, okay.
Dream. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
Very well.
Amazing, Sensei! Keep that up and 2 on ahead!
Ahead?
The fuck
You're
wrong
gonna
with you?
continue with this? Teddy, about Nanako.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. If you want to find out, you'll have to get to me. And I can't say why, but I think you should hurry.
Oh, shit. Monitor shuts off. I still haven't learned anything about Nanako. But he did seem to have expected me to ask about her. I don't think I don't want to think about it, but Nanako really may be here. The moment the monitor turned off, the students began to leave like waves in a recording tide. No, they don't look like students anymore. They there's something human just taking shape of students. And I was too focused on the fight to notice, but it seems their true forms weren't coming through. They look like silhouettes. Could they be shadows? Even so, I don't sense any hostility from them. Well, if they're not a threat and they're going away, there's no need to chase after them. Besides, there's something more important to do right now.
Yosuke, are you alright?
Walk towards where Yosuke lies, collapse on the ground, and give him my hand and to help him out.
Ow! Couldn't you hold back a little? I seriously thought you were gonna kill me.
The same went for you. I wouldn't have stood a chance if I held back.
Yosuke grimaces in pain as he stands, but he doesn't seem to have suffered any severe injuries. That's good. I knew I couldn't risk going easy on him. So I was a little worried that I actually hurt him. But once we get a good look at each other, Yosuke's demeanor suddenly changes.
Anyway, that aside, shut up about the nurses already. It's not like that's the only thing I ever think about.
What's this about nurses?
Huh? You were harping on it the whole time. How can you stand there and constantly bash my taste in women with a straight face? Is it such a crime to like nurses?
Wait a second.
I don't understand why he's suddenly angry, but he's not making any sense at all. I tell Yosuke to calm down, and we go over what he thought he had happened before the fight. We learned that memories of what each of us had, have been saying didn't match up at all. According to Yosuke, it seems that I've been, teasing him about his taste of women. Yosuke was heated up over, I supposedly said that he almost went to graphic detail, but I stopped him before things went too far. I mean, really, it's best for both of us that we pretend that this never happened. But thanks to our conversation after battle, I can realize something. If we been hearing each other say things neither of us have been meaning to say, then
Yosuke, let me ask you something. Is it true that Nanako is here in this world?
She is?
Yosuke's at a loss for words. I had no idea what I was talking about. It's just I thought Yosuke doesn't know anything about Nanako. If that's true, then what I have heard Yosuke say before the fight was something that Yosuke could possibly have said. This only makes me more convinced that I have the right idea. What I had heard wasn't that Yosuke had meant to say. I don't know how, but something else had made Yosuke say those words, even if he didn't know he was saying them. That must be Teddy on the screen. Said that I needed to get him. I want to find out the truth. I mean, Teddy had done this to us.
Guess there's no choice but to keep going.
Nanako's good friends with Teddy. I don't want to imagine it happening, but if Teddy wanted to kidnap Nanako, it's certainly possible he could have. I want to go home at once and check to make sure she's okay, but I have no idea where I am. You know, as Teddy holds the means of returning to the real world. There's no way out here unless I find Teddy on my own.
Taking off?
Yeah.
Well, be careful.
Careful and worry about you. Do your best. It says a lot of emotions behind those words. Yes, I know. Now I'm here, hearing the real Yosuke. I take Yosuke's chin me to heart. Hear me out to heart and leave the music room. Teddy has said that only the winner could go on the tournament. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's probably not a lie. Yosuke understands that as well. That's why he's trusting me to sort it all out and lets me go without much talk. He's frustrated that he can't help me out. Could just be jumping into conclusions here. After all, Teddy said, they say the rule, that was the rule, but we don't have any proof either way. Well, I might as well see what he meant by that. I stopped walking and turned back to Yosuke.
Oh, one last thing. About those nurses.
Ah, quit it already! Are you out of your mind again?
Yosuke turned bright red and rushes towards me, flailing wildly to stop me from finishing. And what the hell? People started noticing red. Very invisible. It slowly slides on the floor.
What is this?
There's an invisible wall. Looks like the loser can't leave the room.
Like there's some force that prevents the loser from leaving the area where the fight took place. It's likely that every time one of these battles happen here, when it gets sorted out, we'll get sorted out this way. That's
I see
annoying.
how it works now. Thanks.
Teddy really has kidnapped Nanako. There's no time to lose.
Don't use me as your guinea pig. Wait, that's it? Hey, don't wear yourself out, alright?
Alright. No way, as Yosuke shouted at me. Don't worry, Yosuke. I gave him a quick smile before leaving the area for real this time. That moment, I feel a wave of disorientation crash over me. I'm surprised that this is happening without warning, but it's not a threat. After all, I know this feeling all too well.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I've been leaving the music room, now I'm staying here in the velvet room for some reason. Margaret greets me with a usual smile. This room truly is mysterious. Why would she summon me like this? Margaret sees my suspicious expression and speaks up.
Things have only just begun, and yet you already seem tired. The misfortune that has befallen you can be thought of as a sort of trial.
A trial?
I want to know the details behind her words, but I know that she won't answer me even if I ask. The inhabitants of the Velvet Room never reveal everything. That's because they can only watch over the choices they guests make. Margaret's smile broadens when she sees that I don't intend to ask it or anything.
Indeed. I am an observer on your journey. I would do nothing so thoughtless as to force you to make choices. You do not need such provocations. I already know that you shine brilliantly enough.
Shine, she speaks of, could it be my ability to use
Yes,
personas?
that is part of your brilliance. Personas are masks of resolution, strengthened by controlling one's heart, by forming bonds. You understand this well, don't you?
Yeah, that's how we all fought up till now.
Yes, indeed. But one's heart is intangible. It cannot be seen and cannot be felt. When polished, it releases a strong light unlike anything else. But it can also be clouded by trivial things. Have you ever felt that way?
Mm. Poisson.
But you should remember that not everyone is as strong as you.
Margaret's voice fades away as she answers me.
From here on, you will be forced to re-examine the things you know as bonds. How will you face the changes to come, and what choices will you make?
Open my eyes again. I'm in the school's hallway. Turn around and see the door to the music room close behind me. Was I only summoned to the bell room in spirit? There's no way for me to figure out what just happened, but I think back on what Margaret had told me.
Changes, huh?
Even though the people of the bell room avoid saying much, what little they had to say has me. Well, it's true that Margaret has said some strange things while I've known her, but she's never said anything meaningless while on duty. I would assume that this would be the case now. I may have to keep her words to heart. Yeah, let's do it. In any case, I need to concentrate on this case for now. I'm sure I'll understand the meaning behind what she said when the time comes. I must proceed. Though this bizarre place looks nothing like the Yasogami High I attended, the building seems strangely familiar as I run through it. Teddy had appeared on a monitor in the music room. From the looks of things, he appeared to be behind what was happening. I heard Risei's voice over the school's PA system before my fight with Yosuke. If this school works anything like the real one, I can make a good guess as to where Teddy and Risei are.
It might be the announcement.
Well, of course, things aren't that easy. Those visible walls keep getting in my way wherever I go. Seems that some of these walls don't let anybody through, no matter if they win or lost their fights. Every single time I run into one, I'm forced to take another path. It's like my route is already set for
I
me.
feel like I'm being led somewhere.
I stop for a moment in the hallway out of the price building and mutter to myself while I take a look around. Who is? No. Where are they trying to lead me to?
Hey,
The
you
moment.
there! You're one of them participants in that there Grand Prix thing, right?
Huh? Who the fuck? Voice that I don't recognize that breaks me from my revere. I instantly jump back and draw my sword in surprise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the big idea? Never poke someone's eye out swinging that thing around.
I turn to see a girl I've never seen before. Was she part of that crowd? No, she looks like a real person. She was caught by surprise when I suddenly pointed the weapon at her. Although she flinches, her words don't lose any of their intensity. How bold of her. That may seem like an odd thing to say, but it's what suddenly crossed my mind. But this girl doesn't seem to have any intention to attack me. I sheathed my sword, but remains cautious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it. What were you gonna do if you hurt one of the students here, huh?
You know, oh my god. I just thought of something that I should have never played arcade mode, bruh, because arcade mode is basically a short version of the story mode. Now I just realized that I fucked myself over.
You can't go pulling that stuff without student council approval. Alright, the jig is up. I'm putting the kibosh on this tournament right now.
Hey, wait, hold on a second. I'm not in this because I want to be. I'm trying to stop the tournament.
Trying to act non-threatening, but the girl continues to glare at me. Who in the hell is this girl? She's wearing the Yasogami High uniform. She said something about the student council, but I don't recognize her. I don't encounter people here in this world that often. If a person is here, then they'll either a persona user
Why are
or
you here, by the way? Wait, did you fall inside a TV?
you know what? I'm gonna do arcade mode after I do all these character story modes, bro. I know it's gonna be long, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it. Now I already did Yu's and Yosuke's arcade mode, so I'm not gonna do them again. So yeah. That's right. I might have put it a little differently, but if she can't enter the TV herself, the only possibility is someone threw her in. That was what was happening in the MERS from last year.
Inside a TV. What kind of nonsense is that?
She's not aware of it. But if she was a persona user, I don't see why she hide the fact. She was trying to keep that from me when she wouldn't have come to talk to me like this. Does that mean she's a victim after all? I carefully choose my words to avoid provoking the girl and introduce myself.
I'm Yu Narukami. I was a second year at Yasugami High until last year.
Huh? Last year? But that uniform.
Oh no, this is kind of my usual equipment when I'm in the TV world.
Equipment?
Never mind. Forget it.
Well, if you were only around till last year, I ain't gonna blame you for not knowing. I'm the new student council president. Nice meeting you.
Student council president. If I'm remembering correctly, the student council elections should have taken place just before the holidays. I have no knowledge of who won any of the elections since I left Inaba before it took place. That reminds me, I didn't have any friends on the student council last year either. This girl may very well be the president. No reason not to believe in her.
You said you entered the tournament because you wanted to. Then what are you doing here? And what's this tournament about in the first place?
I feel like if I don't explain things very clearly to her, it only provoke her further. But trying to tell her everything about what's going on here will only confuse her. I leave out the fact that this place is inside the television and tell her about the other things that's going on. First, I tell her about Teddy. That friend of mine is likely the one who sets up the tournament up. Second, that I encountered some of my friends who were dragged into this as well. But they were all acting strangely. The third was my cousin, Nanako, still in elementary school. May have been dragged into this mess. Go call herself a student council president seems skeptical while I talk, but eventually She sighs.
So if I got this right, you didn't start this, but your friend did. Well, you don't seem like you're lying.
Seems that she's somehow grasped the gist of what I was trying to say. I thank her for our politeness, but she laughs and asks why am I thanking her. There's still one more difficult task left in hand. How do I make her understand that all this is within another world? One accessed by going through the TV screen. Still appears to be energetic, but it doesn't change the fact that she's in danger. Have to get her out of this world no matter what. But wait a second.
That sounded like it came from the gym. I ought to tell you to go home, but I get that you're worried about your sis. Come on, let's go check it out.
Both start running at the same time. I reach my full running speed when something occurs to me. Surprised to see Miss President keeping pace right beside me. Just staying still in this world would be stupendous for a normal person, but she doesn't even seem out of breath. She's quite impressive. I take a moment to quietly praise the girl running next to me. First into the gym where all the noise came from, but there's no one here. Instead, we see huge piles of stacked chairs. They're twisted and intertwined everywhere on the open floor of the gym, forming huge towers that reach almost to the ceiling.
What is this? Who go to all this trouble?
Girl stares up at the chairs, seems dumbfounded. Suddenly, a monitor in the gym flickers to life, and as I expected, Teddy appears again in that costume.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You want a hot date, Sensei? Well, that's fine with me, of course. But shouldn't you keep your mind on the fighting?
Go fuck yourself, Teddy.
So mortified.
Whatever happened to you from the original Persona 4 or Persona 4 Golden? Like, he's not saying anything completely straight, but he's obviously hinting that he knows. I'm worried about Nanako. I know that saving Nanako is important, but I can't leave Miss President here alone and ban her in this world either. Still, I feel Teddy's words causing me to doubt myself. Miss President raised her voice.
Hey, you! You're the ringleader of this mess, aren't you? What's the idea? Raising a ruckus like this without running it by the student council. Pack it in and clean all this up already.
She speaks as fast and clearly as she had when I first met her. After getting a closer look at her, I feel like I've come to realize where she gets her courage from. She's truly wishes to protect the school. The strong awareness of her duty is surpassing in fear, his fear. But Teddy on the monitor looks annoyed and sneers at Miss President. It's incredibly detestable. I can't believe that Teddy can even make such malicious expression.
What's that tiny thing? In the middle of an important conversation with Sensei. A nasty little nut like you should be muzzled and sit in the corner. Sit, puppy, sit.
Fuck you. Don't listen to him, Miss Council President. Don't listen to him. He's a bastard, bruh. I miss the old Teddy, bruh. Already. He has absolutely no intent of dealing with her seriously. Miss President turns bright red in humiliation, being brushed off like that. This is enough. Just step forward, put myself between the monitor and Miss President.
Leave this to me.
Miss President's lips are trembling. She must be angry that there's nothing that she can do herself. I don't want to let those feelings continue, so I turn to face the Teddy on the
That was
monitor.
pretty harsh, Teddy. Hard to believe a womanizer like you would say such things.
Facts, bruh. A dude that's into females like Teddy, like a womanizer, like to say some terrible things like that. Say you're sorry, Teddy. Say you're sorry, bruh.
What's so attractive about a shameless liar like her?
What's so nice about a fucking bear who became a bastard in this game? Oh shit! Sorry.
Liar. You know something about her?
What? The way he said it makes it sound like there's some history between the two of them. But as usual, he doesn't bother to give any details.
Sensei, your opponent's getting tired of waiting for you.
What?
With the next challenger, come on down.
You bastard. Who? I outline another cloud of smoke rises to the floor, but this time it is Yukiko who appears.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe. What's the matter?
It's nothing. Are you alright? Has anything odd happened to you?
No, I don't think so.
Yukiko seems alarmed to see me in a defensive posture. I let my shoulders relax. Relieved as I shift my weight and stand normally. Seems that she hasn't been affected by Yosuke. I didn't think it'd be that tense though. Now that's the Yukiko I remember. She's as sharp as always. Exactly what I need for her. Facts, bruh. At least Yukiko. Fuck, I stumble each time I say her name, bruh. Yukiko. Like, at least we got the Yukiko that we all know and love, at least. Unlike another character, which is Teddy. Fuck. And if she's not being confused, then I'll ask immediately for her help. I'll try to explain what I need from her.
Nanako might be in here. I'm heading to the announcement room where Teddy is. I need you to protect this girl from me. She might be a victim of all this.
I motion towards Miss President, staying next to me. Yukiko looks at me surprised. I don't blame her though, but what Yukiko said next is even more surprising.
Why do I have to do that? It's not like I know her or anything.
What? Spoke too fucking soon, bruh. I'm not going to help her because I don't know her? Like, what? What about people like Rise or... What about people like Rise, Kanji, and Naoto? Like, those are the people that you haven't met yet by the time we met you. And you ended up protecting them alongside us. So fuck, bro. Teddy did this to your ass, didn't he? Is that really what she's saying? I can't understand that she might be cautious when meeting someone for the first time. But would Yukiko really think that way? It's not going to be the same as with Yosuke. The same uncanny sense of wrongness is coming back to me when I hear Yukiko spoke.
Not you too. Calm down and listen to me. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I can hear you clearly. What did you mean by you too?
I was trying to question her. Yukiko's expression returns to normal. I can't tell anymore. She doesn't look like she's being controlled by someone. Am I overthinking this too much? At the very least, She doesn't seem enthusiastic about the P1
This is
Grand
probably
Prix.
the trick the enemy is playing on us. They're trying to get us to fight each other. I'll say it one more time, Yukiko. I'd like you to protect this girl from me.
Sorry, but it just feels like you're being really selfish. You always help people who have nothing to do with you, and I admire that. But where
Whoa.
does that leave us? It's always your friends who get put in danger because of your self-centeredness.
Oh my. Shake my head, bro. I'm used to hearing her voice, but her words are scattering. I'm convinced now. There's no obvious change in her attitude like there has been with Yosuke, but something must be warping Yukiko's words too. Her words may have seemed like a sound argument, but she means something else. I don't care if someone who isn't related gets me hurt. That's definitely not something Yukiko would say. Real Yukiko would never say anything that disrespects the value of life that way. Don't be deluded. Whatever happened to Yosuke happened to Yukiko too. I understand the details, but Yukiko ha- hasn't had a complete change of heart.
Yukiko.
What the? You can't?
I draw my sword. Miss President quickly tries to stop me, but I can't answer her right now. If a battle will clear up this pointless misunderstanding between us, it's time to fight now.
Ooh, now that's our senpai. You'll show no mercy, not even to a girl if it's for your own goals.
Really,
You're a
we
real
say,
bastard with a sister complex. Keep it up and bring 'em all down.
I know that taunts being delivered by Luise's voice. And Luise, even if our words aren't getting through to each other, and we have to fight without understanding what's going on, we'll have to come to understand later. I have to believe, both myself and my friends. I hold my sword to the side to protect Miss President, who is standing behind me.
Sorry, but you need to stay back. Whatever you see here, try to stay calm. Promise me you won't run away.
Next will probably surprise her greatly. I thought Miss President would run the right way. She already showed me how strong her determination is. I glance over my shoulder. Although she looks worried, she still gives me a slight nod in agreement. Now, time to do this. Must end this quickly as possible.
Persona!
Concentrate all my senses to summon the strength of the heart. My persona, Izanagi. If I allow myself to go easy on Yukiko, she'll surely defeat me. Yukiko smiles faintly and takes her bow stance. She resisted the idea of protecting Miss President, but she seems to have no qualms whatsoever about fighting me. She's definitely yeah, there's definitely something else wrong with her. Yukiko's black hair forms graceful arcs in the air of her persona. Konohama Sakuya rises behind her. That's right. The usual Yukiko would have a bow heart like this. Wait for me. I will save you. Look like I'm about to fight Yukiko this next one.
Finally.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, I'm saving. So, yeah, I saved already, guys, so yeah. I know this one's a little bit shorter, but I want to produce a different video this time. Yeah, guys, so yeah. So I'll see you guys next time when we continue story mode.